part 2 of this epic saga. Honestly, when they pump out the first movie, you didn't know till the movie started that it was going to get a sequel. You kind of thought of how thick fucking Dune is. It's about 600 pages. And if you're going to do it right, you're going to take it slow, you're going to take it easy, and you're going to have to do some chopping with some characters and some parts and shifting some shit around to make a cohesive story. Now, my biggest problem with part 1 is that Fedrafu, the Baron's nephew, his younger nephew, wasn't in the movie. Just because I thought, he's such a big part of the second half of the book that the only reason to put him in the first one is just to set him up. Be like, hey, this character is going to be super important later. Not now, but later. And I get, because there's already a shit ton of characters, you want to focus on who you have. So you cut him out of the first one and they throw him in this one. And this cast is fucking star studded. And it's PG-13, so that took me surprised that a PG-13 sci-fi movie is serious and it's for adults. That was fucking a breath of fresh air. So yeah, this takes up right as part 1 ended. So Paul and Jessica are still in the desert. They're running away and they bump into the Freemen. And the Freemen are like, hey, I know you. Come with us. Let's teach us your ways. And as that's happening, the Baron and the Emperor and Princess Erlon. So the Emperor and the Princess Erlon should have been in part 1. They weren't. And Florence Pugh is kind of one of the most important parts at the end of the book. But they cut her in the first one, and she is just a very extended cameo in this one. It happens. The casting I was most curious about was fucking Christopher Walken as the Emperor, and he's an extended cameo. But with all that being said, with those two things, the movie's fantastic. It really drives into false prophets, prophecies, destiny. Your brother needs to succeed, so you got the fucking Jessica who becomes the Reverend Mother of the Freemen, and she's planting the seeds for everything to build him up so everybody follows him. But he's getting visions of like, well, if I take this mantle, there's going to be a giant fucking genocidal war. And that's not what I want. I want to live here, get my revenge, but the Freemen be free. As simple as that. And yeah, it's just kind of twists and turns all through that. No, everything is fantastic. Special effects, acting, choreograph, costume design. Fuck yeah, costume design. My main problem with it is the ending, and it's not even how the movie ends. It's legit. So Paul figures everything out that the Emperor. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read the book, and there's really big words in the book, so pronunciation might not be faithful. That the Emperor gave the Harkonnens the army of Sardaukar, so that's how they took out all the Atreides. And Paul figures that out, and he figures that the Sardaukar planet is nothing but full of prisoners, and they're training them. Like, the Emperor has them in their pocket, and he can sick them on whoever he wants. So he figures all that out, and he understands, because he's in love with Chani, who is Zendaya, I can never marry her, but I want the throne. So if I marry the Princess Erlon, that gives me access to the throne. And he fucking kicks down the door in the book, and he says everything. He lays on the plan, and the Emperor's like, what power do you have here, Gandalf Greybeard? And Paul's like, listen here, motherfucker. I own the planet. I have an army at my disposal. We control all the fucking sandworms. I can destroy the spice, or I can keep it. And no one can fucking do anything about it unless you give me the throne. You give me the throne, I can marry your daughter. Then I'm planted, I'm connected. You can't do shit or make any moves against me. What do you say? And then Emperor's like, whoa, 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 unless someone challenges to a duel. Then he fights Feyd-Rautha in the book, kills him, takes the throne, starts a holy war, the end. Womp womp. Perfect fucking ending to a book. Fantastic. And the movie does it very accelerated. He just goes, hey, I'll destroy this place, then what? Then he has to fight with Feyd-Rautha, which is very fucking nice wide shots, close combat. He gets stabbed a bit. In the book, they mention that the daggers are poisoned, and Paul comes off pretty unscathed because they're poisoned. So like one cut would kill him. They're not poisoned in the movie, so Paul takes some damage, but he, kills Feyd-Rautha at the end, and they do a cool visual thing where like Paul's hands covered in blood, but he makes the Emperor kiss his ring and shit. And then he takes Princess Erewhon as his bride, and Chani's like, hey, yo, I'm out. Boop. And she leaves. So they're setting up for Children of Dune and God Emperor of Dune and kind of like stamp it. Done. That'll be it. So besides that, yeah, solid 4.5 out of 5, or probably, since it's just like minor problems I have with it, just 5 out of 5. I don't know, that did bug me. Okay, 4 out of 5, final decision. Go fucking see it. It's probably going to be the best movie of the year.